It's Graham here, still living the dream in 2018, and with the boarding passes printed, you're watching Part 3 of Grenada 2018 The Return, and London's calling.
This is London Calling.
Okay, I know you're all asking what the heck has London Calling got to do with Grenada 2018, the revisit, and I also know that I promised that the next video in this series was going to be called From Straven to Check-In at Sandals Les Ours Grenada. So this year Fiona and I are going to break up our journey to Grenada by spending an afternoon in London and having dinner with friends in Croydon. So therefore I thought it was better to create a new video in the series which I'm going to publish at the same time, and I'm going to call From Gatwick to Grenada. So this video documents the afternoon that Fiona and I spend in London on Friday the 12th of October 2018. So our day started on board the 12:45 British Airways Airbus A320 from Glasgow to London Gatwick. Sitting comfortably in seats 7E and 7F back in economy, Fiona and I were ready to start our 2018 trip to Sandals Grenada. Friday the 12th of October 2018 was an extremely stormy day, and I think we were overhead Manchester before we left the cloud layer, and that is 200 miles south of Glasgow with 200 miles to run to London. However, just an hour and 10 minutes after leaving Glasgow we were descending into London's Gatwick Airport, and as you can see it was just as windy in Gatwick as it was an hour earlier as we left Glasgow. And within 30 minutes of landing, Fiona and I were at the London Hilton Hotel, Gatwick Airport South Terminal. On Friday afternoon I had a couple of work-related conference calls to make, but just after 5 o'clock it was time for Fiona and I to head to Croydon. So we made the 5-minute walk to the train station at London Gatwick South Terminal. So how can you tell me you're lonely? The train service between Gatwick and Croydon was excellent and ran every 10 minutes and only took about 15 minutes to make the journey. However, as you can see, at rush hour, trains in the southeast of England tend to be rather busy. The whole reason for going to Croydon was so Fiona and I could meet up with a friend of mine that I grew up with back in my days in Northern Ireland. And it was fantastic to catch up with Phil, who I had not seen in a few years, a guy that I'd grown up with since the mid-70s, back in Newton Abbey. However, Friday night was never going to be a late one as we had an early start and the early flight to Grenada on the Saturday morning, so soon Fiona and I had had a nightcap at the Hilton Hotel and it was soon time to head back to our room. So tune into the next video in our series to see how Fiona and I got on our trip from Gatwick to Grenada on Saturday the 13th of October 2018.